With Chicago facing a projected $1 billion deficit next year, why does the city's salary database show at least a dozen aldermanic aides making close to $200,000? CBS News Chicago investigator Megan DeMar taking a closer look at those numbers. She's here with me now, and you discovered not only that the database itself is wrong, but staffers are getting some pretty hefty bonuses.
Right, Marie. So while aldermanic staffers can't technically get bonuses or overtime pay, they can get what some are calling temporary salary adjustments, which opens up a whole debate about whether city workers should get end-of-the-year hikes and how those should be rewarded. CBS News Chicago is listening to you, and this investigation started with an email from a viewer pointing us to the City of Chicago's salary database and something that seemed unbelievable. One assistant to an alderman making more than $268,000 a year, another making more than $238K a year. A staff assistant making more than $237,000 a year. We found at least a dozen staffers with these generous salaries making even more than their bosses. The top-paid alderman makes $152,000 a year. And yes, taking home even more than the mayor of Chicago, who earns $221,000 a year. Unbelievable was right. The city told us the yearly salary data on their website is not correct. For example, 32nd Ward Alderman Scott Waguspach provided a pay stub for an employee whose reported salary was $237,000 a year, but whose actual year-to-date earnings total only $97,000. In a statement, the Office of Budget and Management explained that the numbers are incorrectly inflated due to temporary pay increases applied towards the end of the budget year, or what most people would call end-of-the-year bonuses.
That is, of course, a transparency problem. We have a city data portal that shows taxpayer-funded salaries. It ought to be accurate. We ought to be showing the real amount.
But Inspector General Deborah Witzberg.
I can also imagine fixes to this data problem involving the Department of Finance. They're the people who cut the paychecks.
Says it also exposes a broader issue. Bonuses are typically a private sector tool, and there aren't guidelines governing how surplus salary funds, if there are any, are distributed.
To protect against unfairness and inconsistency, to protect against a situation where taxpayer dollars are being used to reward political loyalty or whatever the case may be. All of the things which we would be vulnerable to either in reality or in appearance without really clear policy and guidelines.
29th Ward Alderman Chris Taliaferro, for example, told us the extra funds can be due to things like resignations, terminations, or leaves of absence. So he reallocates unspent portions of the $309,000 a year budgeted for his staff assistants accordingly. City council members who we reached out to about the temporary salary bumps defended the practice, saying it prevents turnover and rewards hardworking staffers. Nevertheless, critics like Witzberg contend that Chicago's projected $1.15 billion budget deficit for the fiscal year 2026 should perhaps motivate aldermen to return any unspent funds.
It certainly seems, at least in other places in the budget, like the city is able to repurpose unspent salary dollars. It might be particularly important to do that in this environment.
And Witzberg told us her office has no plans to investigate this particular issue, and we did not name any specific employees in this story because they didn't do anything wrong, but it is certainly a talker.
Oh yeah, to see something wrong in a database always draws attention. Thank you for looking into it, Megan.